Yes. Make sure you log on to doggiedimondstv.com. That is my official website. On that website, you might catch videos you've missed. Also, ways to get in contact with me on social media, all my platforms. Also, my merch store is on there. Just hit the shop button. And if you go to the bottom of the page, implement your email in there, and you could become a part of this email blast when I send out blasts for my content, all the way at the bottom of the page. Also, listen, man, have you heard about my $200 social media promotion deal? If you didn't, let me give you some details really, really quick. First and foremost, the promotion will be done on Doggie Diamonds TV and the Interlude TV accounts. That's the Insta stories, the YouTube community, the threads, the Facebook, the Twitter accounts. I can promote whatever you need. But as a reminder, this is for serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. I can help you get in front of over 500 to 600,000 people with a post on my social media outlets with your product. Whether it's your t-shirts, whether it's your YouTube, no matter what it is, just hit me up at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. You can hit me up on Instagram at Doggie Diamonds or Doggie Diamonds TV. I know y'all be picking and choosing, but whatever you hit me up on, if you hit me on Doggie Diamonds TV, somebody will get to you. If you hit me directly, I will personally get to you. But regardless, those are both of my accounts that you could reach me. Let's go. Where's the music at? Where is the music? You played yourself. No music? Where's the music? I don't know where the music is at. I have no idea what I did with the music. I hear no music. Oh, I played myself. Hold on. No. We doing that over. Log on to doggiedimondstv.com. Let's go. Yes, we can't be messing up the show. Merciful Shalal, what's up, man? I'm glad that you're here. Brown Girl from Boston is in the building. Neltron 8000 is here. Tony Skrilla 702, what's up? SCG Publishing, what's up? Mumu74, what's up? Terrence Foster is in the building. Larry Stardust is in the building. A Boogie 315 is in the building. Talk Media. Fly ass name right there. I like that. Talk Media. Talented Mr. Flowers, what's up? EC, what's up? Is in that green. Definitely a member. Axeman, what's up? First one in here. Nate Jackson was the second one. Sucker Free was the third one. Southside 87. I see you. Sticky. Rashonda Greer, what's up? Rizzo 27 is in the building. Shadow Proverb. Saul Perez is in the building. Yes. Corey, what's up? Kelly Mills is here. That's one of the moderators. Brown Girl from Boston is one of the moderators. Sir God Blackman is in the building. Idris the God 09 is here. And don't forget,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Yes, Sincere. What's up? It's been a while, but I'm here. Took a couple of days off, but I'm back. D Jackson, Oakland is in the building. Jason, Go Hustle, what's up? Felipe Harris, what's going on? Michael Jordan is in the building. I'm hyped. Ace 330, what's up? Ricky, Mississippi is in here. James Bowen is in here. Devin Guntry is in the building. Be More Best is in the building. Hood Politics, Eatin' T is in here. Mo Money is here. Chastity Forsett, what's up? Nervin's Numbers, what's up? Manzi BK, Bilkin is in the building. Romeo D, what's up? OG Blue from Queens, what's up? Lucky Stardust, if I didn't shout you out, let me do it again because I think I might have bypassed your name. Derek Williams, what's up? Brian, what's up? De Niro ETV, fly name right there too, what's up? Bussin' Mobile Detailing, what's up? Poor Righteous Teacher, what's going on? Yes, I love Last Days. Cleveland, represented by Sold Out Negroes in the building. Walk 'em down, Ram, Mr. Well, what's up? Check Vids Online is in here. We got J-Sun 585 in the building. We got Jonathan Simmons here. Neltron 8000. I don't know if I shouted you out, but I'm gonna do it again. Fred B. Jams, what's up? Yes, Omar Davis, what's up? I didn't see you, but I see you now. Indian Guard 7, what's up? What is going on? So tonight, I want to talk some realness to y'all. Grown man talk. A lot of times people don't talk grown man talk because they be in their feelings or they feel a way about something. But we going to talk grown man tonight. I do want to start the video by saying shout out to Math Hoffa. But I gotta talk to him because you're a public figure now, so we don't have to call on each other on the phone. We make people content, and there's a lot of content going on with you, and you made yourself content, so you can't really feel no way if somebody comments on what you put out there. You made yourself content, so people have the right to speak on what you put out there, the information you put out there. So we're going to speak about that tonight. First and foremost, me and Math Hoffa, I've known him for a very, very long time. I can say for over 20 years I've known him. And he hasn't always been right and exact. He hasn't always been right and exact with me, and I'm going to build on that and talk about that tonight. I don't have no malice. I don't have no hate in my heart, but I do have something, a word called accountability that Math likes to run from. I want to start by saying, Math, when you the boss, it's always your fault. No matter what happens, when you are the boss, when you are the head honcho, when it said Math Hoffa, expert opinion, my expert opinion. It doesn't say our expert opinion. It said Math Hoffa's, my expert opinion. You are the boss. So everything that happened is always your fault. And for some reason, you run from that, everything being your fault because you like to play. You could point the fingers. You punch Sirius Jones. It's your fault. But instead of you saying it's your fault, I was hungry. It was your fault. When you punched Dose, it was your fault. When you had a battle out of the country, and instead of you doing the battle, you went in on Beasley, it's your fault. Everything that you go through when you the boss, it's your fault. Anything that happens here is my fault. When I got into it with Taxstone because of a video that was posted, you know what I told Taxstone? Because it was on Forbes and I'm a co-owner, I didn't post the video, but you know what? It's my fault. I take accountability for that. It's my fault. For some reason, you want to sit in the boss's seat as you deserve to sit in, but sitting in this seat as the boss, you have to take everything that come. It's your fault. You can't point fingers. No matter what happens, you have to say, you know what? As the boss, I'm going to fix that. As the boss, it's my fault. If I put people in play that jeopardize my business, it's my fault. It's always your fault when you're the boss. And when you pay the cost to be the boss, it's your fault. Now, you've been going through a lot of things in the past couple of years. I never jumped on the bandwagon to bash you. I watched. I scrolled through stuff and I turned it away because I don't really care. But I noticed a pattern of behavior that I seen for myself, even when it come to me. I've seen that behavior. And it's come my way sometimes. So, you put out there recently that you're losing the shop. Now, okay, you're losing the shop. So what? We didn't need to know why you was losing the shop. What you do, you lose the shop, you get another set. You build a set. You was getting money, you was getting these views. People rallied to get you to 1 million subscribers. They rallied. They went hard for you. You don't come before the people and say, it might be over. How could it be over if you got 1 million subscribers? How could it be over? If you really love what you're doing, it's never over. You just regroup. You fall, you get back up. You don't come before the people and tell the people who've been supporting you it might be over. What do you expect them to do? How could you have a defeatist attitude if you're a winner? It's your fault. Nobody care about your phone bill. Nobody care about your light bill, your gas bill. It's your fault. Rumor had it that you own the shop. Come to find out, you ain't own it. So sometimes if you stop capping and be honest with yourself, because the first person you lie to is yourself. So if you want to tell the world you own this, and then you have a problem with it, how could you have a problem with what you own? It's your fault. Now, when you went on the Queen's Flip show, you did the interview with Queen's Flip, you left with two things. You left with his executive producer and his assistant. His assistant became your wife. Salute to y'all on y'all relationship. You didn't take accountability of hollering that Space Ghost to take him from Queen's Flip. You didn't say, yo, this is what I think. It's just what it is. Everybody just got to deal with whatever behavior you put up. Everybody got to deal with it. And for people who want to know me and his history, let me tell you me and his history. Matter of fact, let me show you me and his history. Because dude can never say I never supported him and never stood with him. So what I did was I went to my, no, shut the music off. No music. We don't need no music for this. We don't need no music. I went to my Twitter and I put in Math Hoffa and Doggie Diamonds as a search term. Look at all that comes up. November 2016, we did an interview. When I did that interview with you, nobody was fucking with you, bro. Nobody rocked with you. I was one of the only people, me and Vlad, nobody rocked with you. Nobody rocked with you. But I always rocked with you. So I'm like, yo, bro, come do an interview. Look at this date, 2016, November 6th, 16. Look at this, 2015. Murder Mook and Math Hoffa debate, 2015. What's that, 10 years ago? Forbes DVD, 2016. Look at everything with your name in mind. You went in on Beasley. That's what I was talking about when you was doing the battle. Look, I've always supported you. This 2016. Forbes DVD, when you went in through it with Tex. Forbes DVD. Look, 2015. But there's one tweet on here that's the straw that breaks the camel's back, and I'm going to get to it. Look at this tweet right here. The date on this is July 12th, 2020. Look at what that tweet say. Y'all read that. Don't even type it in the chat, but look what the tweet say. The Math Hoffa allegation is bothering me. Something isn't adding up. Now, when you was accused of that, who used to call your phone, bro? Who used to call your phone and say, yo, did you do that? You said you didn't. I stood with you publicly. Publicly. You don't stand with men that's accused of that unless you really, really they friend. Unless you really, really got love for them. Look what I did. No Mercy, my other brother, said, yo, shorty looking shaky right now. I said, bro, it's bullshit. Shit is fucked up. I stood with you. Why is that important? Let's continue. Why is that important? Reason why that's important, because when I was going through it with the bozo from the Bronx, and he was using you and playing you against me, I know y'all was on the phone hollering. I know I was the topic of conversation. You never said to him, yo, that's my brother. I rock with you. Don't use my name against him. You never did that. You sat back like you didn't know what was going on. When somebody asked you, yo, how come you never had Doggie Diamonds on My Expert Opinion? What did you tell him? Because he interviews somebody I don't like. Who are you to determine who I get to interview? Because the only person I could have interviewed that you didn't like was Charleston White. Now, let me let you in on a little bird. First of all, you don't dictate my bottom line of who I interview, because if you really, really think about it, I'm the one who helped you with My Expert Opinion. Right or wrong? You going to tell the people or not? I didn't help you? When you got accused of what you was accused of, did I not help you? Didn't you owe me 52 shows? And I said, yo, it wasn't working. The business wasn't working. And you said, bro, let me go. But didn't you sign a contract with me? Didn't you sign a contract with me? And you said, bro, it's not working. Yo, let me do my thing. I let you out of your paperwork. Right or wrong? Didn't I let you out of your paperwork? You gonna tell the people? You gonna keep it real? But when you sitting there conspiring with this dude who eventually turned on you, when I've known you for 20 years over somebody you just met, I just find it funny. You owe me 52 shows. I let you go. I'm not in the business of keeping nobody that don't want to be kept. Let you go. Let him go. Let him go. He don't want to be here. Let him go. You end up doing well. I'm happy for you. What was your first few episodes about? Industry stuff, right? Industry, Illuminati, backdoor, to where Nims had to say, this sound like some Doggie Diamond shit. Right or wrong? Nice shades you wear too. Wonder where you get that from. The first few episodes you did, what was it about? When you wasn't interviewing battle rappers, you wasn't doing no industry, behind the scenes, fake Alley Vegas shit. You wasn't doing that? Nims had to say, this sound like some Doggie Diamond shit. Right or wrong? I saw that. Still supported you. But you said to somebody, you don't mess with me because I interviewed somebody you don't like. And if you're talking about Charleston White, that interview I did with him, he was signed to me when you was. That was a re-upload. I could show you the original upload, and then I re-uploaded it. In that interview with Charleston White, he did not mention your name. I would never let nobody talk about my homies. Heineken is my brother. SO is my brother. Space Ghost is my brother. I never brought them on my platform to kick your back in. I could have. When I was beefing with Vlad, who was like this on Vlad's couch? You. I never held that against you. So how dare you say who I could and who I shouldn't be interviewing because I interview somebody you don't like. But when nobody was fucking with you, when nobody was interviewing you, did I not always bring you to DTF? The first time I was on camera with you, when I was 300 pounds, I never was even on my own camera, but I was with you. Because I always looked at you like a friend. That was my man. But you don't like to be held accountable for shit. You make excuses for everything. You talking to this dude on the phone, and y'all was all buddy, and me and him going through what we going through, that don't even count. But I was surprised that you didn't say, yo, that's my bro. Do not use me against him. Don't be saying, yo, he the new interview guy. Yo, get him out of here and all that. You shouldn't have did that. You should have said, yo, don't use my name. When you was accused of one of the most heinous things that a man could get accused of, I stood with you. Publicly. How many people turn their back on you? Did I ever do that? I'm not doing it now. But I'm just saying, you don't like to be held accountable for nothing. You always got an excuse. Heineken and Esso bounce. Misfit is gone. Knowledge is gone. Where was NYB at when nobody was fucking with you? I didn't see Cortez there. I didn't see D Chambers there. I didn't see a lot of people there, but I was there. I was there because I looked at you, Brooklyn Love. I was there. So how dare you whisper behind my back? How dare you whisper about me? But once again, me always sticking my nose out for a fucking ungrateful nigga. Always. I always stick my neck out. How dare you whisper? You had a problem with me interviewing somebody? You should have called me and said, yo, bro, why you interviewing this dude? Which you can't ask me because I'm the interview father. None of y'all niggas would be doing this shit if it wasn't for me. Keep it real. Keep it real. I know when you said you was on the phone and you left off the phone and you had more questions than you had answers. I knew you was talking about me because I'm one of the only people you talk to about content and interviews. You didn't understand the culture. You didn't. And from the looks of it, you still don't understand. But sometimes you got to look in the mirror and say, you know what? It's my fault. Because to be the boss, to walk around in them furs and that Amiri and all that shit, it's your fault. Yeah, you got to pay the workers. That light bill, $8,000. If you want this, you got to pay $20,000 for that light bill if that's what it costs. You don't come online and complain. This what happened to me. We don't care. You know what I sacrificed to sit here? You know what I sacrificed to open the door for niggas like you and other niggas? You know what I sacrificed? Remember when I was putting my camera on you? And then you got the nerve to tell people you won't put your camera on me? And I publicly defended you mad times. Just really think about that. Publicly defended you. You're not a good friend. You're not a good brother. You're not a good homeboy. You're not. You haven't been to nobody. And nobody gonna tell you that because I think niggas is scared of you or whatever. I don't know what's going on. But you have not been a good friend to nobody. Name one nigga you didn't cross in this. Name one nigga you didn't have a falling out with publicly. So I'm not here to pounce on you. I'm here to hold you accountable. Because when it was time to show up for you, when everybody was calling you a name, I said, nah, my man ain't do that. My man ain't do that. I was doing a battle rap show. I started a few episodes. It didn't work out. It's my fault. Shout out to Shayna Ashley. Shout out to Dutch. And shout out to No Mercy. That's my fault. I messed that bag up. I messed that up. Gotta always be accountable. I come on here and apologize all the time to people. I always say, yo, that's my fault, my bad. I've never heard you say, I'm sorry. Yo, I was wrong. I never heard that from you. How could you be a man? You about 40, 46, I give you. How could you be a man that's 46 years old? You never said sorry. You never apologized. You never said, yo, I messed that one up. I fucked up. You never said that? Never? We don't stand with men that's accused of certain things. But when I believe in you, I believed in you more than you believed in you. Yo, you could do it, bro. Remember when you said, oh, I don't do business around the Mercury retrograde? You remember that dumb shit you said to me? And I'm like, yo, the Mercury retrograde? What you talking about? Let's get this done. Let's get this business done. Because I believed in you. Everybody, in my opinion, which I didn't know any better, turned their back on you. Everybody was treating you like an outcast. You was outcast from battle rap. You are the one why there's no battles in New York City. You was the one that messed up the New York City thing. They couldn't get no venues because it was a liability, but you never said I messed up. You said I was hungry. A grown-ass man saying he hungry, so that's why he punched somebody. That makes sense to you? It don't make no sense. A lot of shit you say don't make no sense. I got into beef with Taxstone because of you interviewing you. But you know what? It still was my fault because I interviewed you and nobody can't tell me who I could interview. But I was willing to take that. Math, my man. Every time somebody did something to you and attacked you, I was one of the main ones. Like, nah, that's Brooklyn. Always felt like that. When you was mad at me because I said A-Verb beat you in the battle, remember how you acted? When you battled A-Verb and I said you lost, remember how you acted? Forgave you for that. Remember when Forbes DVD was the #2 site in the world when you used to call me, could I get a post? And Rec would say, no, he got to pay. And I used to post you anyway. Remember that? Nah, you probably don't remember none of that now because your head is in the clouds. And you know what? You accomplished a lot. You did a lot. And you know what? When you work hard, you deserve it. But if you really love this culture, ain't no price. I was doing this before I knew I could earn $1. I paved the way before I knew I could earn money. You never gave me $1. But as you can see that I showed, I always made sure you was in the lights. How is it that you all on my timeline and I never been on yours? Not one interview I ever did never been on your timeline. You never said, yo, check out my man. Yo, my man did this for me. This is the homie. Not one time in 20 years. 20 years that I've known you. Not one time. Not one time. Have you said, yo, this dude did a lot for me? Not one time. So, again, Sub-Zero, that's my man. You, my man. Look what he was saying about you. I didn't get involved with that. Ain't got nothing to do with that. That's the time to pounce. When you see somebody down and out, that's the time to pounce. That's the time to say, yo, I'm going to get this dude now. But to see you reach 1 million subscribers and they rallied for you, you got anointed. You got chosen. Salute. I'm happy for you. Always been happy for you. But who have you been happy for? Who have you been happy for when it didn't benefit you? I mean, you got moving chairs in the barbershop. Nobody really matters but you. Anybody who's sitting here could go at any time. Like I said, you sat there, you thought somebody was your bestie. I knew the nigga was going to turn on you. You didn't learn nothing from me when the nigga turned on me. But no, you thought y'all was cool. Y'all used to talk all the time, right? Yeah, we used to talk all the time. Then the minute you have a falling out, dude put all your business or what he thought was your business out there to decimate and take your brand down. I didn't do that. I never did that. I never did that with none of y'all. I never did that with none of y'all. I've always been y'all friend. I've always been more brotherly to y'all than most of y'all niggas been to me. Y'all don't mention my name in conversations, but I mentioned yours. Y'all never mention my name in nothing. When y'all get on, y'all make these little lists and all this shit. Y'all don't say, yo, we got to put the homie in there. He the one who paved the way, because I did. But again, y'all will give it to somebody else. Y'all say somebody else. And I don't need a pat on my back from y'all. But when you say you my man, you my brother, and I stood with you during the time that you was accused of some bullshit and nobody and everybody was doing this, because how many times did people stand away from you? Did I ever stand away from you? Me and you debated before. We debated publicly. I asked you, would you battle Cortez? You got mad. He gonna ask, will I battle Cortez? It don't sound far-fetched now, right? Because you went and battled Hollow, your man. You went and battled Charlie Clips, your man. So how if I say, would you battle Cortez? Why did that make you mad? But you was mad at that, remember? He gonna ask, will I battle Cortez? You battle Hollow. Wasn't that your man? And you allegedly piped his sister. Wasn't that your man? So who's your man? Who you got any loyalty and allegiance to? Who? Who? Anybody could go with you. You got the typical battle rapper mentality. You hang with a nigga to learn information about him and then diss him and the next time y'all see each other. So, you have to learn what accountability is. And if all the people around you, because that's why you'll get rid of people. That's why you'll get rid of people. Because I'm pretty sure it's people who said, yo, you can't do this and do that. The shit you pulled on Angela Yee with Esso and Heineken was weird, but I ain't got nothing to do with me. I used to post your music videos, bro. Remember? ACMD, all competition must die, 1, 2, and 3. We gonna kill Calico. Remember all that? Who was posting that? Who was supporting your music? That was me. That was me. So for you to tell anybody anything about me in silence and think I ain't gonna know, that shit make you foul. Because you're supposed to say, you know what? I owe the bro at least a conversation. You ain't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. You sit around in your feelings. You sit around in your feelings. And my message to you is, and Calico whipped your ass in that battle too. Lost real bad. You since then redeemed yourself. And I think, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I think you talented. I don't think you a good interviewer. So good thing Mecca was there or Esso was there or somebody was there, because you're not really a good viewer. And I don't even really think you want to do this shit. I think you found a bag in it and you doing it for the bag. Because if you did it out of love and if you did it for the culture, the money wouldn't even matter, because you're going to get money regardless. You're going to get money regardless. But how dare you have the people rally for you and then you let the people down by sitting on there talking about what happened to you. So you making all this guap on YouTube, $7,000 ain't nothing. You're going to pay that light bill. But that's what happens when you try to let people know or cap like you bought the barbershop and you didn't. See, when you lie, it's always going to catch up to you. Always. Always going to catch up to you. Never hated on you. Always was happy for you. Always was proud. That's why you all up and down my timeline. Where am I on yours? So no interviews I did since then till now. You've never shared nothing I did, but I shared all your shit. Heard you. And I told you, and I showed since 2015. I've been sharing. What do I got out of fucking with? What did I ever get out of fucking with you? Nothing. Just on some homie shit, some brother shit. That's Brooklyn. So you mean to tell me you got 1 million subscribers, not one time did you put me in your YouTube community and say, yo, subscribe to the bro channel too? You never did that? Not one time? I never been on your IG. I never been on your Twitter. I never been in your YouTube. Never? Not one time? And I've been sharing your shit since 2015, really since '08, if you want to be honest, because I could go back. So who have you been a friend to? You don't remember calling my phone? Yo, could I get a post? You don't remember that? So you did a lot of people wrong. You wronged a lot of people. You never say, I apologize. You never say, I was wrong. You never say, let me right my wrongs. You don't do that. You just blame somebody else. That's not grown-ass man shit. We can't always punch our way out of everything. We can't always fight our way out of everything. We can't always let these go out of everything. We can't always jump. Sometimes we got to look in the mirror and say, yo, you know what? I realize I'm the problem. I never seen you do that. Never seen you do that one time. I see you sitting there talking with a female ad-libbing. So once your woman can't hold you accountable respectfully, nobody can. And it seemed like soon as somebody disagree with you, you get rid of them. It wasn't working out. You know friends who film, who edit? How come you never hired none of your friends? We ain't gonna go there though. You know I know more than I'm talking about. You know. You know. But I'm not here to sling mud. I'm just here to tell the truth. You have no accountability. Anybody will tell you that. Nobody. I don't know if Cortez never told you. I don't know if D. Chambers ever told you. I don't know if Hands ever told you, get well to Hands. Get well, Hands. Please get well. That shit hurt. Brooklyn Hands, get well. I know what a lot of people put on the line for you. It always was about you. It's always about you. It's always been about you. Fuck you think you are? We all men too. We all striving for perfection too. All of us. Whether it's battle rap culture, no matter what it is, we all strive for perfection. But what could we do alone? That's why we form camaraderies. That's why when I had the #2 site in the world, I wanted all y'all on it. That's why I put y'all on DVDs. That's why I always call you for an interview. You know what? This is Brooklyn. This is BK. Let's do this for Brooklyn. But every time I turn around, you always got an attitude with one of your friends or your people. And then to hear how you feel about me, and I don't gotta ask you. Your actions showed it. You know why? You know why? Because like I said, you've never shared anything I did. Ever. Ever. Since I've known you. That didn't involve you. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen who's tuning in, the show says Math Hoffa's, my expert opinion. It don't say Math Hoffa, our expert opinion. It says my. My is singular. Our is plural. It's about your expert opinion. What does that mean? That means you're the boss. That means no matter what happens, it's your fault. Sounds like you supposed to always take accountability, and you don't. You don't. And nobody tells you that. And we wouldn't known this if you didn't put it out there, right? We would have just said, yo, he moved the shop. He did something different. He went somewhere else. He got another set. That's it. But you decided to come publicly and tell everybody your business. So now when we make your business content, and then some of us got a little extra business with you, you open the door for that. So all I'm going to say to you is regroup. You're going to bounce back. It's easy. If you love it, you're going to bounce back. But don't go before people saying it's over. So what the hell they subscribe to you for if you're going to leave them? That's clout chasing when you go there and say it's over with a question mark, and then you're doing a reaction to your own video. What are you doing that for? Doing a reaction to your video? You come before the people and say, yo, look, I need to change my set. Financial reasons, different things is happening. Stay tuned. Thank y'all for all y'all support. You don't come complaining, claiming racism and all that. It wasn't racist when you was dancing around with them small hats, right? I mean, be honest. Why you took that video down? So again, you hold yourself accountable. You say, I'm the boss. I'm going to fix this. Because what is everybody that's around you? Everybody that's around you, how are they supposed to look at you? How are they supposed to look at you? If you say, hey, we losing the shop. How? Well, when people believed in you, you got 1 million people that believed in you. They rally for you. They rally for you. They believe in you. You letting all them people down? You letting 1 million people down? Talking about it's over? If it ain't over, why are you saying that? I don't want your shit to be over. I know you selfish as hell and self-centered and you don't care about nobody, but I don't want you to be over. I don't wish that on you. But if you love it the way I love it, whether it's 1,000 people in here, 2,000 people, or 4, you're going to put on for this culture. Because this is a culture that I helped build, that you got in by default. And I'd be damned if I let people like you come vulture the culture of interviewing, of media, and do it for the money. And then when you can't make certain money off it, now you ready to go. It's over. How? You let all them people down? You let all the people that rally behind you, all the people who give you super chats, donations, the members, you let all of them down? That's what you doing? You just going to take the ball and go home? You quit? And I bust my ass going through all of this, fighting all of this shit that I fight for people like you to just come sit in a seat and use your little celebrity and get this and get that? You think I'm cool with that? You think that look cool to me? You got 1 million. You got 1 million. And I seen people working hard for you. And I think you was putting out great content. So you getting that M, that's what's up. But then now you ready to leave. It's over. You putting question marks on your video, reacting to your own video with ad-libs. I've been in this culture 20 years. I ain't got 1 million. I ain't got 1 million. Shit, so you did your thing. Salute. But you ready to leave now. It's over. The haters. How could you call people a hater with the information you put out there? What you think people supposed to say? Oh, it's over for you. No, ain't nobody hating. You hated on yourself because you're not accountable. We didn't need to know none of that, bro. We didn't need to know none of that. That's a boss decision. Any endeavors I've been through, that I left, that I did thing, I never came to the people and said, this is what's going on. What are they supposed to say? All I do is keep it moving. Keep putting on for the people. keep putting on for the people because that is what's important, this culture. That's the most important thing, this culture. Giving these people this good content and doing right by your people. How could you hug somebody and say your brother and don't do right by them? You sleep good at night? I mean, shit, I know we Brooklyn niggas, we grimy. But you know what grimy gets you after a while. You got to deal with the universal law. And when you don't take accountability, the universe starts universing sometimes. And the shit just don't start going good for you. It's just what it is. So the first time I done been demonetized, I done been at CBS, I done been at Play It, I done had Forbes, I done had people, I done had partners. You know what I do? Listen, I gotta keep it moving. Everything ain't gonna work. I don't have to bash nobody, down nobody, but what I'm not gonna do is let them down in that chat. I'm never gonna look like a clown, a bozo. I'm never gonna do this for money. I'm never gonna do none of that. I'm never gonna do nothing that my grandmother can't watch me and say that's my grandson, ever. I didn't know I could make money from this. I didn't know. But I've jumped through all those hoops. I showed you how to get money in this. Say I'm lying. So I've always shared everything that I had in this, all the knowledge. Anybody call me, yo, bro, all you gotta do is do this and do that. I gave y'all that for free. There's never been no reciprocity, ever. I never got nothing for helping none of y'all. But you know what? This right here is bigger than this. This right here, this heart that I got, for this culture, because once you become a part of the culture, I'm gonna help you. Nah, bro, do this like this. Don't do that. Remember when you was accused of all that stupid shit? Who told you, bro, don't respond? Please don't make a video. What you do anyway? I went to get smoothies. I'm like, oh, you stupid motherfucker. You're stupid. No accountability. Who was telling you every day, calling you? Bro, don't respond. If you didn't do it, let the chips fall where they may. Let everything that's going to happen is going to happen. But there's nothing that you can say to make yourself look good against certain accusations. Let the chips fall where they may. You just couldn't help yourself. You can't help yourself. You can't. You think you know every goddamn thing. And we don't. I was being your counsel. I was calling you a mile a minute, bro. Please don't do this. Please don't do that. Because I didn't want nobody calling you no names. I didn't want you to go down. I didn't want that to happen to you. Not my brother. Not my bro. So, yo, man, I just want to thank y'all for joining me tonight. I'm not trying to, I hope I'm not coming off angry or mad. I'm just a little disappointed. Niggas be playing with this, man. And I put on, man. I worked hard for this, man. I worked hard for this, man. I worked hard. And I ain't even get some of what these niggas that just came on the scene got. I ain't even get that. But you know what? Yo, everything happens in stages. Anything I never got, I ain't missing. But I ain't never gonna be what I'm not to get certain things. I really love this shit. Like, I really, really love this shit. From the interviews on the streets, from the interviews in CBS, from people sitting here, me doing interviews. Look how long I've been doing this shit. You think it's cool? You think I think it's cool when niggas fuck it up? Because let me tell you something. And I'm going to give y'all an analogy. When you live in a community of houses, the property value is this. When a house is built and is mistreated and it becomes dilapidated, that lowers the property value of the community. So we are a community of content creators, interviewers, and we owe y'all, man. We owe y'all. Some of us got real, true blue supporters. Thank you, Barbie girl. Some of us got real, true supporters. I never want y'all to hit me on the DM like, yo, you played yourself or you playing yourself. But you know one thing I could say? I got 19 years in. 5554. 2026, I got 20 in. I done fell, done got up, got demonetized, but I never quit. I never quit. Never quit. They done said some of the most heinous, foulest shit to me. All the niggas I helped. But one thing I never did was I never quit. I never quit on y'all. I've taken breaks. Y'all know I was in a fucking car accident Friday. Still come on. Because I got to take accountability for everything. Even when somebody do something to me, you know what I say? Shit is my fault. I should have saw better. That shit is my fault. I should have used better discernment. That's my fault. Always take accountability. So, hopefully he bounced back with a new set, put on, stop coming on YouTube, talking about who hating on you. And ain't nobody hating. Because 1 million people didn't subscribe to you because they hating. You don't got 1 million subscribers out of hate. That's out of love. You don't got 1 million subscribers because people hate you. And I find it funny that you'll concentrate on the people that hate you but won't address the 1 million people that love you. But you'll go right to the haters. To show where your mentality is at. You don't see the 1 million people that love you. You go right to the minimum haters. Nobody's unsubscribing. You still got that M. Regroup. Put back on. That's it. You don't threaten to quit or it's over and all that. Come on, man. You don't do that. You don't turn your back on the people. You don't turn your back on the people. Yeah, I went and saw a lawyer today about my accident. The old man who damn, Pop was 83, I found out. He's 83 years old. You get what I'm saying? But I just want to say this, man. Yo, I appreciate y'all, whether it's 2 people in here, 3 people. I'm always going to put on. I got so much more to give. I got so much, like, this is like, man, it's a marathon, man. It's a marathon. I got 20 in. Shout out to people who always tell me that. Shout out to Taj who always tell me, yo, you got 20 in. I say, damn, I do got 20 in. Been able to take care of myself and my family off of putting out content. That shit is crazy. You know why? Because I love it. I really, really do love it. But if y'all can hit the like button, I appreciate it, man. I gotta go. I gotta go, man. I'm good though. Like I don't want y'all to think I'm mad, I'm angry, but I could get a little fiery. You know, my elders showed me how to speak with passion. So, you know, Dr. Khaled, the minister, Malcolm, sometimes I could get on that, in that bag. And I don't think anything I said tonight was disrespectful. The truth should never be considered as disrespecting anybody because I'm just telling the truth. One thing I ain't gonna do is lie on nobody. And at the worst of times that I could have pounced on a dude and jumped in the fray, I didn't do that. But when the dude talking about it's over, I'm quitting and all that, come on, man. You ain't demonetized. You ain't, you know, you got 1 million, man. Like, it's so much things that you could it's so much things that you could finagle that into. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, come on. So if you're not subscribed here, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you hit the like button. It's very, very important. And as always, man, yo, I appreciate y'all. I got more to come. Shout out to the legend from Maestro Fresh West in the building, from Canada. One of the OGs in the culture. And you know, we just gotta keep working, man, and we gotta hold each other accountable. We gotta hold each other accountable. And that's just what I wanted to do tonight. Just hold Math accountable, because he doesn't know anything about accountability. He's never said, I'm sorry. He never said it's my fault, ever. It's always with somebody else to blame. And when you're a grown-ass man and you the boss, it's always your fault. When you the boss, it's always your fault. If you hire poor workers, guess what? It's your fault. No, I was never a guest on this show because he said he wouldn't let me be a guest on this show because I interviewed somebody that he don't like. And that was Charleston. The only person that I probably interviewed that he don't like was Charleston. But if y'all knew anything about the Charleston interview, it was a re-upload. Because when I interviewed Charleston, it was too soon. When I re-put the interview out, it got 3,000 views. 300,000 rather. You know what I'm saying? So, again, Math, I don't even say I got love for you. I showed and proved it. Your toughest times in life, I was there. I always called you. Always called you. But then now sometimes you made it content. It's live content now. And like I want to say, have I ever been on your timeline the way you have been on mine? Have you ever shared me the way I shared you for over 20 years? Have you ever shared me the way I shared you for 20 years? Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all. Until next time, I'm out. Peace. Hopefully this is the good ending. Is it? Nope, it's the wrong ending. This is the rundown ending, but it is what it is. For y'all watching the playback, make sure you check out these videos right here that's recommended. Until next time, peace. I appreciate y'all.